Pökinti Sangulerim Sikyong la Samdishuatan, Tarim Pökel ni Tonkata, Shipsheji, Ramne Shingdale, Daugebe, 76 Tang, Chilini Don Jupsile, Daujube, 7 Jupsi, Saming Maki, Chiruchu, Tuba Sangules, and Vemsriki was Shui. Pande Sikyong, Kyon Losan Sangacho, Jikji Tun Gyakubki Gyasa, Prague na, Konton Nave, Forum 2000 Chepe, Giji Uti Gilhensona, Lenshuna Yobre, Pemitik Chiti Kalon Choki, Aritolop Lomakachigla. Pemitik zuki domshita penangi neta deshi ume lamki korje ngotena yobre Sikyong choki Nobel chide sengda sheken Kailash Satyarthi ta Malala Yousafzai namni la tsamdinang du Jino khonskem ge chumchola gadin jeten shuje du dawjik min zamki pöden temten gozuna yobre Sangyu shipta shamlarin besirona Pemitik zuki Sikyong kyong losan senge cho jekji dun ge kupki gyasa Prague na konson nangwe Forum 2000 Chepe Giji Uti Gil Henzo na Lenshuna Yobre. Chizi Jungni ne Juanga Pagi Lenzo Teng Jobge Badi na Giji Kyonyong ne Chepsi Batan Shenyun Mina. Sangyu Gogen da Deve Mina, Chongba, Chejo Mina la Sobe Mina Chega, Nigela Nyamshuna Yobre do. Teng de Lenzo ki Jushini Mangzui Lamluk Tan Te Shenje Sheba Tere Dula. Joshidan de Tenga Ja ki Tayo Shebe Tungen Tan Namde Gomushe Tungen Chungne. 다시 롱고 년가 침베제 데베 튜유링 망수 페림타 다데 네밥 마오베 고급 거소 네데 망다지기 토라 땡규단 로게 찬나소토 돌링 남규인도 렌조 운조 치제 중년이 나유브레
Let's say how authoritarian countries, starting with Russia and China, are becoming more assertive and even more aggressive. And we are also, let's say, well aware, let's say, that many democracies, let's say all established deep democracies are not doing particularly well. When we are discussing our discontents and our concerns, we should not forget, let's say, how profoundly right, let's say, democracy and democratic values are, how powerful democratic ideal is. And yes, we need to discuss, let's say, something what we are aware, and we need to be more aware how fragile democracy is, let's say, but we should not forget how resilient democracy is as well.
Lenzo ki ni beto pande Sikyong chone lenzo sanzu nanken yute sinjin tamba kushe Václav Havel choki sangje la shichebe chinde ki siju ki kene chebe jeshitola doling na yubre Doling Tsembatena Arita Belarus Cuba Sone Gayong Mangzu Kombe Tepsa Kangi Tsotsutan Shungzaba Domi Topnan Tsobe Tsotsutan Jizo Legu Waso Minakaji Nyamshuna Do Giji Sochen Dini Chilichidong Gupya Gupju Koduglo Jekji Dun Gekupki Sinzin Tamba Václav Havel Tan Nihon Ki Tongpe Jen Yohi Sasakawa Nobel Shide Sengda Shenyong Ken Eli Wiesel Je Uti Sum Tumongi Tone Sanzu Nangwa Shigin Bre Migu Teyan Jekji Dun Gekupki Sinzi Tamba Václav Havel Choki Mangzui Rintang Tang Dromi Topdang la Zigur Shugyu Tang Jizo Ki Netan Chesang Tudongyu Deshin Chuluk Tang Miri Rikshun Demin Pensun Chamtun Tang Tundi Kongpe Dongyu Cheje Gyungyong Nangyu Je Imbre Sikyong Cho Chilni Dong Chungni Lor Lenzo Teng Chudukwe Tolayang Lenshuk Nangyong Yobre Kazan Pemitik Zuki Chindri Kalon Digi Choyang Choki Aritolop Lomakajigla Pemitik zuki domshita penangi neta teshin ume lamgi gorje ngotena ye.
The Central Tibet Administration was set up in 1959 when 100,000 Tibetans were forced into exile due to China's invasion of Tibet. And we have really, if we were to summarize the mandate of the CTA, one of course is to be the voice of the Tibetan people, mainly inside Tibet, because that's where 98% of us are. In exile, we're only 2% of the Tibetan population. So it's to be the voice of the Tibetan people in the free world. Secondly is to look after the welfare of the Tibetan community in India, Nepal, and Bhutan. And then thirdly, because we are increasingly spread out across different countries throughout the world, is to keep our community united. So those are essentially the three key mandates of the Central Tibetan Administration. To accomplish this, we have two executive and legislative body. What do you know about the legislative body? You know about the legislative? Well, we have a parliament in exile, and it's a very interesting structure because it's composed of 44 members. And do you know how many provinces there are in Tibet traditionally? 3. So the 44 members of parliament, there are 10 representatives from each province of Tibet, historical provinces of Tibet, and then 2 from each school of Tibetan Buddhism. There are 5 schools of Tibetan Buddhism. One of them is Burn religion, which was the precursor to Buddhism. And then there are 2 seats reserved for the European Tibetan diaspora, and then 2 seats for the North American Tibetan diaspora. So that's 44, and we meet twice a year, in March for the budget session, and then in September, every 6 months for about 10 days. So our system is not a political party-based system. We don't have political parties. The executive branch is the branch that I'm a part of. So that's, do you know the name of the head of our political structure, our political leader? Yes, Dr. Sangye. And so his title is Sikyong, meaning political leader. And so he was elected in 2011. So he is elected, and then he in turn nominates 6 members of cabinet. And so I'm one of the 6.
Kalon choki kana shungi photo zinshin be siju wo pemitor kadu hajanyang ta yongshin yewata. Chilni tong gulo ne thabwe siju teda la shigo ki rengnu me se nangken nichu ratwe chungwa pemi kya da sumju soni chungyo kyang. Kana shungcho ne nedön te chungken ta pemi ngonde khangin so shimju chagyur do de. Pemi chu teng ngarla thangnyen cheshin yogor so ngode na wata. Pemi tikzu ngone pyoki den de sebe tablam yakshwe te umelam yinbar ngonji cheshin yeche songyobre. Deshin umelam ke chungrim ta ngowo khoden so ke korla ngode na yobre.
What is very important for you to know is that the regional autonomy framework that we're asking for is entirely based on the current Chinese constitution and their regional autonomy laws. And so they're saying you're asking for a high degree of autonomy, and we're saying we're not asking for a high degree, because high means we're asking for something more than what is given. We're just asking for you to implement what you have in your constitution. That's why we call it genuine autonomy. And then thirdly, they're saying you are asking for a quarter of China's landmass, and it's absolutely unreasonable. And what we're saying is this is the landmass that has been historically inhabited by the Tibetans. It's not newly acquired land. If we've occupied a quarter of China's landmass, then this is what we've occupied over history. So we're just asking for what is what our natural entitlement.
Kalon choki lomanamne geri lobdro choi chhe do umelam kor khodo benang yongwe beguta. Susu tholok kha ke nang cheme eshiwata dromi thopta deshin khoyu so ki nimusungji kapsu. Ngebar tu phedon ko lengno nanggo be begu yana yubre. Kalon choki sungshe drube jesu lomche tiwer lendebyan na yubre. Ari changsha khuki ngade Vermont tenshi chebe geji jongda lobje peyu yenna ki pheda Himalaya mirik leshi wola. Lodar ari tholop mindawa khage loma khajigla pede ngote issueje to sugar dharmsala chergu lerim khodik nangyobre thingde ari tholop mindawa chonga chamne loma nishu chamsik nyamshuk cheyobre chibe thabdang che thabse nangke kyagawa kushab Kailash Satyarthi ta Pakistan ki phime Malala Yousafzai ni ki sengsthembe chejela Nobel shide chokchung ki ngunjin nangte dile Nobel shide sengda bilam shuden kewar Kasa pemitik zo ke Sikyong losan senge choki chamdina yobre. Chamdi tena kenabani ke chibe shize toptang ta sheyun so ke khogap che tabje nawe tumde la pemitik zo ne ngakju shugyu yin che sungbata. Malala Yousafzai ki pemi ki sheyun toptang che ningdop ta chesem tembe tone. Tabje nawa teni zamning kun ke mikber gyuryo bata. Deshin Kailash Satyarthi ki tseme shive namne gyagana chiba nyochong ta ngeje gyurgyo chegyo so timge ki leri gogtab che to tabjwe nangwa teni zamning mangcho namla simgu hajang thebyo je sungsi nambani ne mutu shije dromi topdang ta rangwang che tabjwe nangyong yongwe bugyu shuna do pimi ki sheyun topdang che ningdop chenbe tabjwe nangke Pakistan ki Malala Yousafzai ni Nobel shide sengda topken lona chungshwe de cha yobata chilu ni don chungni lor kong longo chonga le sumebe kapsu Taliban shokane kome gola menda gyapde megyun chapchi soyo kyang chisutake chungcham jikshung meba modu tabzo gyungyong na yobre kome cheje la geji jizo ki gyapgyor chwenje geji na ge sengda mangbushi tomnyong yobre gyaga wa Kailash Satyarthi ki debe longo mangbu ringna gyaga ki chibe shiyun ki zu topdang nang sungyo che to legyu peken shik yimbre lakbar du chibe nge zu gyurgo gogtab che to legyu dumde sunba mangda jik betan pemyu yimba ma se tabar chiba tongta dunji tyonga zam nge zu gyurgo ne lodo tangto ba chung yobre pemyu tikzu ne chulu nidong chupshi lo di shibo jinong khonskem go chenpu choki kadin jeten ki lor sungzi shushin batar tengde chiri pyo ki demdun tsenbe gyaga changcho deradun yeyun ki sagui du pyodun demdun gozu na yobre Kasan chize chungnin demden unzu Rajpur pyokim tu nangwata demden tsembe genzi tashpinzo la ki gele loptu namla pyodun demden ki migyu korje ngoto ki sungshe nangdo.
Tare unzu demden shubaye ki goba kimzen ta migyu to shubaye na dilo nidong chupshi lo la ani zingyong kasha ki mwene kadin jeden ki lo imba sonza pigo re. A deshin ani unzu chiti ligu ki mwene ya tajik ya leshi kashi chita konzo peta peshimbare, a di wala ta tari konzo chidi jemden chenpe mwene, ani pari jemden da pedan da dewe longi sikwi shwe ki ta chik leshi chik pe chedo an tarin de chedo chawayi.
Tari ki jemden lerim tini tabar konskem gu chumbo choki zambuling jitang, lawar du pedan pimi to zetin lapche kyangbar kadin jeten shuje tu yimbre. Tetan shorto pimi mangzo ta yubo zu choyla pedun kodo peche tu yimbre, lobde lobji shenba gaming ma la ki demdun lirim dinda lobda kala tuni tuisu nang tupze, lobdruk zu choyla pedun kodo yawu yongyur tukben songye yimba sungto.
Halewe uno kura demdun dike di yaku, tina la kuna zu durub nangyo ki kuba da dagana shiki yikcha kari une durub halewe yaku tu, tela ngakju shukuyo. Kuranzu de zo pego migyu kuranzu simba nangshingi de la kuranzu de choga nalo la luktu zo ge da kuranzu ki bangrim chi che kuranzu de timde la char che nye ki ngarangi sambala ya kuranzu la kala khanzam chi muno kura pyo ki kor la daga nangshingi pyo ki kuyu rwa pyo dan dewa yebe ki nesu kanchi tola ya kuranzu la muno kura 시행 할라간 점지 오너거나 싱글에 상부도 해서 말 데데도 지기 dimde도 지시바나 딱 완전히 로나올라 나가나 당마 찍스가 내마치 데네 dimde도 양내 양도 용어에나 알아서 베베기 다 마오바기 베기 미리든 소리야 갈라간 점 루트 나오서야 자본 치도 좀 봐. 배우거나 오너거나 하 지지 간제 돌아니 두벤지 수비를 해서도
Tishin Gyagawa Angzi Gegen Shiki Dimdun Di Gyune Komor Pebe Rikshun Soki Kola Sheto Chungson Je Jedu.
This activity is very good for our students. They got too much knowledge about their culture, and also I know about the culture of Tibet. So it's very good, and our students got so much knowledge about from the starting also.
Yan Loptu Chiki Pedun Te Gengur Chesam Nangyur Simgu Tepchung Je Choga Chembe Jebatan. Shenji ki pedun demdun tenda teng tangbor tongchungwe hajan gao chung je juedu.
Tene ngarang kela ki kodi chi tel demdun pyo ki ta ima kandi hime de pyo na chungdang de chi dinde ngar ma demdun chen de ngara ta chodo de kordo chungsta na mune nyene susu hamma go de ji chi rugyu ro ma so ne chi pardo de pyo na kandi yume de shiras kan min kan chef sam de mo ju tus lanze Kelling mara, unik miss kan de parda de thonle de mone or zarashmu de nedam de chadu de kis moto shera ki dura andi ngara de pendo ro da mong ba de de mone de tyo ina shi ana pendo part to de chi bebe chizo na lo mi shenge de ha ma kuni de ge ani semla de de ro ha kona kwang de chi semna lo khare ning dok to ge ma so ne chi 샘슈로 파르네 뭔가 배도를 가르쳐 근데 sometimes 또 야부를 쳐두라.
Three hours that so chimut da hours look na ni parta it dibina da mara se ba go shu su and it na thing na ta in ro thora se ba ga ta chi yora so go da mandao ro ste
Kasan Rajpur Pyokim to Nimachi ring Kele Lobtuk Zo Trela Pödön Temdön Killerim Nang Robe Jesu Taring Digiling Shijas Töne Sanyi Temdön Tikshom Ki Nang Nyin Chize Chuduk Ta Chubdön Nimani Ki Ring La Kuiter Temdön Nangyu Ta Tene Rimbe Nanidal Ta Ponda Chösum Shijata Lobda Habapur Tenlop Selekui Pyokim Masuri Pyokim Ta Tenlop Je Sosor Chize Dümpar Tawachik Minsam Ki Ring La Temdön Nangyu Bre Disamne ngastaring ke sangyu thajukde shugi Pödön TV sangyu gebaka www.tibet.net www.pösa.asia deshin www.shizantri.org shamgu thazitone sigyu Tedön namzu konja narona shamla darimsele namshingonda ta pökimenzikangi nire seje lodo surna
Pögelongidon geda shiji penda gebe tse ngishungi ta jinda chube tse chunga resalhakba chungje chungi tseja sangwe longda tajo zoba laso tongwa sok nang na digiye hyengya tsego nang tse isada sagyo da simbon shar dube kelje lede gozam gyo ta takjo chigyo sokla nyeba yu lakba do tsongda dewe lirik nam chigya nangyo Pögelongidon geda shiji penda gebe tse ngishu sumta jinda chube tse chutu kresa pubu chungche lungi tebe taze yabota laso tongwa riglam lomnya nawa chölo shuba torna chöda lomnya sokla sangwa yu yinyang kongse nam chazu geda chege jela guzuna ro lakwa tu tayo da chade namla lamdu chi yinyang langlu kiru namge shesa imbe lungda chungse chungwa yu Tinin puyi namgo keyobe chugu gegar thongya da chugu thongma nangne chila timirungbe zemba nangge tujechi.